And for the first time in history, WNBA games will be played in the United Center. The Chicago Sky will host the Indiana Fever at the UC on Saturday, June 7th, and on Sunday, July 27th. The highly anticipated games will feature Fever star Caitlin Clark against the Sky's very own Angel Reese. The largest attendance at a Sky game ever happened in 2016 at Allstate Arena with more than 16,000 fans. While the United Center can fit more than 20,000, so more fans can get in on the action. Tickets go on sale on March 11th.
Two sellouts for sure. In the summer looks great.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
The Chicago Sky just made a huge decision that has everyone in the WNBA talking, and Angel Reese is not happy about it. It looks like the team is focusing on business instead of loyalty. The Sky announced that they will move only 2 of their home games to the much bigger United Center. And here's the interesting part. Both of those games will be against Caitlin Clark's team.
Making 18 rebounds. Remember, she's gone back-to-back with 20 rebounds. Looking, pursuing. Once again, Reese trying to put it back. Oh! Work ethic.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese's other games will still be played in the much smaller Wintrust Arena. The message is clear. Caitlin Clark brings in big crowds, while Angel Reese doesn't get the same response. Reese didn't stay quiet about it, calling out reporters and questioning why only Clark's games are getting special treatment. But the hard truth? The numbers tell the full story, and they don't look great for Reese. This isn't just about where games are played, it's about money, influence, and the future of the WNBA. Last season, Clark broke attendance records, bringing in 341,000 fans for the Indiana Fever, the most in franchise history. Even though Reese is a rebounding powerhouse and has a massive following on social media, the Chicago Sky couldn't bring in the same kind of numbers. Now, WNBA teams across the league are rushing to take advantage of Clark's star power, upgrading to bigger venues whenever she plays. Angel Reese's games are staying in the smaller Wintrust Arena, while Caitlin Clark's matchups are moving to the massive United Center. This raises a big question. Is this fair? Or is it just the WNBA showing how much star power really matters? If you're as surprised as we are, make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe for the best WNBA takes you won't find anywhere else. Let's get this debate trending. Reese didn't hold back when reporters asked her about it. She made it clear she wasn't happy, saying, "Why are only Caitlin's games getting special treatment?" But the truth is hard to ignore. The numbers don't lie. This isn't just about which arena the games are played in. It's about money, influence, and the future of the WNBA. Last season, Caitlin Clark changed the league's attendance records, drawing 341,000 fans to Indiana Fever games, a franchise record. Meanwhile, even with Reese's impressive rebounding skills and massive social media following, the Chicago Sky struggled to fill seats. Now, teams across the league are making moves to capitalize on Clark's popularity, upgrading their venues whenever she comes to town. Hashtag Reese's frustration boils over. After the Sky announced their decision, Angel Reese didn't hold back. She publicly called out her own team, saying, "They're disrespecting me and the fans." From Reese's perspective, it's a clear case of favoritism. But from the Sky's point of view, it's simple economics. The biggest crowd the Sky has ever had was back in 2016 at Allstate Arena, with over 16,000 fans. Meanwhile, the United Center holds over 21,000 people, more than double the capacity of Wintrust Arena. The Fever's games are already selling out weeks in advance, while Reese's non-Clark matchups still have plenty of empty seats. The reality is harsh. Fans vote with their wallets, and right now, they're choosing Caitlin Clark. Hashtag the numbers don't lie. Reese and her supporters argue that she's just as big of a star as Clark, but the statistics tell a different story. Last season, Clark's away games broke attendance records in every city she played in. Meanwhile, Reese's impact was mostly limited to social media. Even the Sky's own president admitted that this decision was about rewarding fan demand. And right now, that demand is all about Clark. Clark's games averaged 1.2 million viewers on TV. Reese's barely cracked 500,000. The Sky's best crowd with Reese last season was 9,000 fans, less than half of what Clark brings in. Other teams are following the same playbook. The Connecticut Sun moved their Fever game to TD Garden in Boston, and the Washington Mystics are hosting their Clark matchup in Baltimore's 15,000-seat CFG Bank Arena. The message from the league is loud and clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rookie, she's a movement. Hashtag a devastating blow for Reese. For Reese, this decision isn't just about business, it's personal. She spent her rookie year building herself up as Clark's rival and equal, but now her own team is sending a different message. By only moving Clark's games to a bigger stage, the Sky are making it clear that they don't see Reese as their main attraction. This is a tough pill to swallow for someone who thrives on proving people wrong. Reese has often said, "They watch for me too," but this decision makes that claim harder to defend. She's now facing a choice: use this as motivation to prove her value, or risk being left behind as Clark continues to dominate. Hashtag the racial controversy. There's another layer to this debate: race. Reese, a black woman from Baltimore, sees a white player from Iowa getting special treatment, and many fans can't ignore the historical context. For years, WNBA players have argued that the league prioritizes certain stars over others. Reese has hinted at this herself, saying, "They don't want to see us win." But Clark supporters argue that her popularity isn't about race. It's about her once-in-a-generation talent, record-breaking performances, and ability to draw massive crowds. And no matter which side you're on, this situation puts the WNBA in a tough spot. If they don't take full advantage of Clark's popularity, they're making a bad business decision. But if they focus too much on Clark, they risk alienating other players and fans. Hashtag what's next for Reese and the WNBA? At the end of the day, both sides have a point. Reese is right to feel disrespected. No star player wants to see their own team prioritize a rival. But the Sky are also right. Ignoring millions of dollars in potential revenue would be bad business. This isn't a simple case of right versus wrong. It's a battle of sports, money, and ego, and it makes for some of the most compelling drama in the WNBA. What happens next? Will Reese use this as fuel to prove her worth? Or will Clark continue to dominate and justify the league's decisions? One thing's for sure, the real winners are WNBA fans. With the United Center packed and the atmosphere electric, this will be a season to remember. What do you think? Is this just smart business? Or is it a sign of blatant disrespect? Smash that like button if you support Angel Reese, comment Clark Effect if you're riding with Caitlin, and subscribe for more unfiltered WNBA takes. Let's get 50,000 comments on this debate.